Good morning everyone. Last time we have discussed about the redox and the concept of the reduction and oxidation. We have also discussed that how to find the oxidation number, and in this video we are going to discuss how to find that whether the reaction is redox or not, or which of the element is undergoing oxidation and which of the element is undergoing the reduction. And I have taken a reaction. Stannous chloride is reacting with ferric chloride, giving stannic chloride and the ferrous chloride. The reaction we have seen earlier in the topic ion electron method for the redox. Today we are going to see the redox in terms of the oxidation number method. So, what is the oxidation and reduction according to the oxidation number? We say that the increase in oxidation is called number is called oxidation, and decrease in oxidation number is called the reduction. So we are just trying to find that which of the part of the reaction is oxidation and which one is the reduction. So for finding the oxidation and reduction, first of all we will write the oxidation number of all the elements. We knew the oxidation number of the fluorine, which is a halogen, -1, again -1, -1 and -1. And with respect to the chlorine, what will be the oxidation state of stannum? यहाँ पे इसका -1 है, 2 क्लोरीन का हो जाएगा -2, तो इसका क्या होगा +2. अगेन 3 क्लोरीन के लिए -3, तो आयरन का हो जाएगा +3 एंड सो ऑन, +4 एंड +2. Now see, iron is moving from +3 to +2. क्या हो रहा है? इंक्रीज इन ऑक्सीडेशन या डिक्रीज? +3 से +2 में जा रहा है, यानी डिक्रीज इन ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर हो रहा है, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड द रिडक्शन. Similarly, the stannum +2 to +4, that is the increase in oxidation number, and that is called the oxidation. So the reaction is redox. The stannous is oxidizing to the +4 oxidation state from +2 to +4 oxidation state, and iron from +3 to +2 oxidation state, that means it is undergoing the reduction. We are taking one more reaction, a very small one. C plus O2 gives CO2. You knew well that the addition of oxygen is called the oxidation. Oxygen is called the oxidation. तो यहाँ पे कार्बन का ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है, क्या ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर भी सही बता रहा है? When you will see the oxidation number of carbon, an atom 0, oxygen homoatomic molecule again 0. यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन का ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर फिक्स होता है -2. and what will be the oxidation number of carbon with respect to oxygen? 2 ऑक्सीजन का हो जाएगा -2, तो कार्बन होगा -2 into 2 -4, तो कार्बन होगा +4. Now see about the carbon is moving from 0 to +4, यानी increase in oxidation, so it is the process of oxidation, and from 0 to -2, that is reduction. Here those of the element which undergo oxidation are called reducing agent, and those of the element undergo reduction are called oxidizing element. तो जिनका ऑक्सीडेशन होता है वो रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट होते हैं, वो दूसरों को रिड्यूस करते हैं, और जिनका रिडक्शन होता है वो दूसरों को ऑक्सीडाइज करते हैं, यानी कि ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट होते हैं. द एलिमेंट अंडरगोइंग ऑक्सीडेशन आर कॉल्ड रिड्यूसिंग एजेंट, द एलिमेंट अंडरगोइंग रिडक्शन आर कॉल्ड द ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी द टाइप ऑफ रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन. कितने तरह के रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन होते हैं वो देखने जा रहे हैं. क्लास 10th में आपने पढ़ा था टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शंस, टाइप ऑफ केमिकल रिएक्शंस, और वहाँ पे आपने पढ़ा था डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन, दैट इज द एडिशन रिएक्शन, डिस्प्लेसमेंट में सिंगल डिस्प्लेसमेंट, डबल डिस्प्लेसमेंट, एलिमिनेशन रिएक्शन. तो कई तरह के रिएक्शंस को पढ़ा था. सेम थिंग वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस हियर. एंड द फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ द रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन इज एडिशन रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन. इफ यू वांट टू डिफाइन इट, तो बहुत आसान सा डिफिनेशन है, नाम इसका खुद में एक डिफिनीशन है, यहाँ पे लिखा है एडिशन रिडॉक्स, यानी कि दोज ऑफ द रिएक्शंस विच आर एडिशन रिएक्शन एज वेल एज रिडॉक्स, they are called redox reaction. So those of the reactions which are addition reaction as well as redox, they are called the addition redox reaction. If I take a simplest reaction, that is the H2 plus O2 gives H2O. You can see that the hydrogen is combining with oxygen to give water. So the reaction is a addition reaction. But whether it is redox or not, you can find the homoatomic molecules there. So the oxidation number will be 0 और यहाँ पे oxidation क्या होगा -2 +1. So hydrogen is moving from 0 to +1. That is the oxidation, and oxygen is moving from 0 to -2. That is reduction. So this is the process of redox. It is a addition reaction as well as redox reaction, so it is called the addition redox reaction. I think it's clear to all of you. The next redox reaction is the decomposition redox reaction. Similarly, the definition will be same. When a decomposition reaction is a redox reaction, that is called the decomposition redox reaction. So we are seeing here that a decomposition reaction PCl5 on heating gives PCl3 and Cl2. Now in this reaction, when you will find the oxidation state of the different element, the oxidation state of chlorine, which is an halogen, -1, and with respect to chlorine, the oxidation state of phosphorus is +5, chlorine again -1 and +3 and 0. Now see, the phosphorus is moving from +5 to +3, that is the decrease in oxidation state, that is the reduction, and chlorine is moving from -1 to 0, that is the process of oxidation. So the reaction is redox as well as the decomposition. The PCl5 is decomposing in the form of the PCl3 and Cl2. Phosphorus pentachloride is breaking in the form of trichloride and chlorine. और ये process क्या बोला जाएगा? The process is the decomposition, and the reaction is also a redox reaction. So when a decomposition reaction is a redox reaction, that is called decomposition redox reaction. The next type of the redox reaction is the displacement redox reaction. Displacement reaction आपने पहले से पढ़ रखा है. What are the displacement reaction? When one of the species displaces from one position to another position, that is called the displacement reaction. And if a displacement reaction is a redox reaction, that will be called the displacement redox reaction. So see here, the reaction, this is one of the best example of the displacement reaction. Zinc is reacting with the copper sulfate, giving zinc sulfate and copper. आपके लिए वेल नोन रिएक्शन है, आपने प्रैक्टिकली किया हुआ है, आपने थ्योरेटिकली पढ़ा भी हुआ है. यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं, the sulfate which is on the copper displaces their position from copper to zinc. So the displacement of sulfate is taking place from copper to zinc, and this is called the displacement reaction. Now we are trying to find that whether this displacement reaction is also a redox reaction. When you will see the oxidation state of the zinc, which is an atom here, have oxidation number 0. The sulfate is an ion having oxidation number -2, so the copper have oxidation state +2. Similarly, this sulfate ion have oxidation number -2 and zinc have oxidation state +2, and copper is an atom, so the oxidation number is 0. What is the change in the oxidation number of copper? Copper is changing from +2 to 0. The variation +2 to 0, whether it is a positive variation or negative, क्या इंक्रीज इन ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है या डिक्रीज? Surely the +2 is greater value than the 0, so it is the process of reduction. And what's about the zinc? Zinc is changing to +2 oxidation state, so it is the process of oxidation, 0 to +2. So this is the example of the displacement, and this is also an example of the redox. So the reaction will be called the displacement redox reaction. So this is the displacement redox reaction. The copper reacts with the zinc sulfate, giving ZnSO4 and Cu. It's not necessary every time that the decomposition reaction, substitution reaction or any of the reaction will be a redox reaction. कभी ये होते हैं, कभी नहीं भी होते हैं, तो आपको ये श्योर होना जरूरी है कि क्या आपका रिएक्शन रिडॉक्स है या नहीं. The next reaction is the disproportionation redox reaction. ये रिएक्शन आपने पहले क्लास 10th में नहीं पढ़ रखा है. What is the disproportionation redox reaction? The chemical reaction in which the oxidation and reduction of the same element is taking place. एक ही एलिमेंट का ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन दोनों हो रहा हो, then the reaction is called the disproportionation redox reaction. यानी जिस एलिमेंट का ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा हो उसी एलिमेंट का रिडक्शन भी हो रहा हो. For example, when you see H2O2, that is the hydrogen peroxide, breaks in the form of H2O plus O2. Then what is the oxidation state of all the elements? As oxygen is peroxide, the oxidation state will be -1 and hydrogen +1. Similarly, the oxygen in water molecule have oxidation state -2 and +1 for the hydrogen. And what about this oxygen? This is a homoatomic molecule, so the oxidation state will be 0. Now see what's happening. You can see there is no change in the oxidation state of the hydrogen, तो hydrogen redox में participate नहीं कर रहा है. It is only oxygen, and oxygen is changing from -1 to -2. The change in oxidation state is from -1 to -2. Whether it is oxidation or reduction, surely -2 value is smaller than the value of -1, so it is the process of reduction. And when you will see the nature of the oxidation or reduction in this case, that means the peroxide is changing in the form of oxygen molecule. You can see the oxidation state is changing from -1 to 0. And if the oxidation state is changing from -1 to 0, that means the oxidation is taking place, and this is called oxidation. So this one is reduction and this one is oxidation. So this reaction in which the same element, here oxygen, is undergoing reduction as well as oxidation, then that will be called the disproportionation redox reaction. ऐसा कोई redox reaction जिसमें एक ही एलिमेंट का ऑक्सीडेशन और रिडक्शन दोनों हो रहा हो, उसे हम कहते हैं disproportionation redox reaction. I think it's clear to all of you. It's enough for today. In the next video we will see how to balance the redox reaction with the help of the ion electron method, that is also called the half reaction method, as well as the oxidation number method. तो हम दोनों से देखेंगे कि किस तरह से बैलेंस किया जाता है और डिफरेंट मीडियम्स में कैसे किया जाता है, दैट द एसिडिक एज वेल एज द बेसिक मीडियम.